First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from the Superdome. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow being chased out left. The ball comes out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get this to about the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Drew. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. A gain of 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Drew. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Joseph Osai in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drew. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run it with Kamara. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints, nothing.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They run. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints
decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Play after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
On 1, ready?
First and goal, Cincinnati.
Up the middle they go. Haywood. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try the left side. Haywood, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase
from 21 yards away.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Off play action. Drew. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for the Saints.
On 1st and 10, Drew finding Williams once more, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun. Drew, open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw.
Drew looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Drew. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Mike Williams.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Saints are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the long quarter.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Williams brings it in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake. Drew. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Drew, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On third down, here's Kamara. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Drew, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Burrow will throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
7 yards there and a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, Haywood. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have